it's ynathemoodreader with Monchi, and welcome to my Chapters and Pages book haul. So yeah, this is going to be my 16th Bookmas video, and for today this is going to be my last Books by Chapters and Pages book haul. And first of all, I would just like to acknowledge that buying books is indeed a privilege, and this video is not to brag my ability to buy books in any way, and this is a collective haul in the way I purchase from Chapters and Pages is that every time they upload, I pick like 1 or 2 books and they just keep it in storage until I reach 10 books, and that's when we will be having the books shipped. And these books are very affordable, as of course they are secondhand, or they are thrifted, or they are remaindered copies. But yeah, of course we acknowledge that there are many important issues in need of funding, and I try as much as I can to donate to different organizations to help support their causes. Some of them I will link down below, and I would invite you to spare maybe a few pesos, or $1 or 2 can help in a very big way for many people. So before anything else, let's just get that point across. And yeah, today I'll be sharing with you some of the books that I bought from Chapters and Pages, and I don't have like the best memory to dictate the prices, so I'll just be putting the prices here at the lower corner of the screen, and I also be linking the Facebook group of Books by Chapters and Pages so that you can decide to check them out, check out what books they upload. Every once in a while, they have a lot of children's books, young adult books, adult fiction. There are non-fiction books, there are religious and spiritual books, and there are many also educational, encyclopedia-ish books. So what kind of reader you may be, you might have a few finds there. So let's start with the books, and the first one that I got is The Secret Diaries of Miss Miranda, Cheever. It has this Read of the Month sticker here. I don't know why. This is what the front looks like and what the back looks like. So of course it is about Miranda Cheever, as the title says, and it also is about the dashing Viscount Turner. So yeah, and I'm not sure if it has a step back because it doesn't have this one here, but yeah, it does have a good step back, quite a steamy one, and it has I think the signature of the former owner here and here. But that's okay, I don't have any problems with that. It looks fairly new, and yeah, it also has a stamp of Bent Pages Bookstore and Coffee Shop. So yeah, the next title is another Julia Quinn book. I have been leaning towards buying Julia Quinn books because I have loved The Duke and I mean, I have a few problems with the story, but I like the writing style, so I want to see like more of her works. And now let's look at this one. So as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see, but there are embossed roses on the cover, and this is what it looks like at the back. It says it's about Lady Arabella Blyden, who has beauty and a brain, and she's tired of men who can see only one without the other. So her significant other here is Lord John Blackwood, a wounded war hero who intrigues her like no other man. It doesn't have a step back inside, but it has this letter by Julia Quinn here. It really smells like an old book. Wow. So yeah, Next, we have a big one, and this is a hardcover of Shanghai Girls by Lisa C. I'll try to remove the plastic first. And if I could be honest with you guys, I don't know much about the book. The only reason why I bought it is, of course, this beautiful cover. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So it has an embossed Chinese symbol here and Shanghai Girls in gold foil. And this is the author. And I think this is a historical fiction. It says here on the flap that it's set in 1937. Shanghai is the Paris of Asia, a city of great wealth and glamour. And it's about two sisters, Pearl, Chen, and May. So it's gonna be about that. The next book that we have is another hardcover, and I was so happy when I saw this on like the choices. I have you can hear me opening the plastic. This one is Big Summer by Jennifer Weiner. I'm so happy that I got this book because I have read a lot of Jennifer Weiner books when I was younger. And this is what it looks like on the inside. It's brown and with black letters. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a new release, like this year. It only came out this year, and yeah, it says here copyright 2020. So I'm not sure why it was in like chapters, books by chapters and pages, because I seldom see new releases there. So I'm very, very happy I got this one at a great price. It kind of smells weird though, like paint, but yeah. It says here that Big Summer is about an unforgettable novel about friendship and forgiveness set during a disastrous wedding on the picturesque Cape Cod. So yeah, yay! It's a real pretty cover. So yeah. Next we have Middlesex by Jeffrey Eugenides. I don't know, I'm sorry. I bought this book because I keep seeing it in many recommendations lists because they say that this book is very educational. I think this copy has a sticker of Oprah's Book Club, and yeah, it says here that this book is a winner of a Pulitzer Prize. So I think like so many people have read this already, and yeah, it says it tells the breathtaking story of Calliope Stephanides and three generations of the Greek American family who traveled from a tiny village overlooking Mount Olympus in Asia Minor to Prohibition era Detroit. And yeah, so to understand why Calliope is not like other girls, she has to uncover a guilty family secret and the astonishing genetic history that turns Callie into Cal, one of the most audacious and wondrous narrators in contemporary fiction. So it has so many amazing reviews, so I'm excited to try to squeeze this in for my 2021 TBR. Next, I have The Duke and I. It's a Julia Quinn book. I have read this already. It's the first book of the Bridgerton series, but I just had to get a copy of it because I'm planning to have all the books of the Bridgerton series. Hopefully, I don't know yet when I'll be able to do that, but yeah. And then here, I have a gorgeous back cover, as you can see. So it might not have a step back, but it will surprise you at the back. And next, I have two books wrapped into one. So will try to separate them. The first book that I got is Just Like Heaven by Julia Quinn. It has a really pretty cover. This is what it looks like at the back. It says Honoria Smythe Smith is a really bad violinist. Still miffed at being nicknamed Bug, not in love with her older brother's best friend. And we have Marcus Holroyd is the Earl of Chatteris, regrettably prone to sprained ankles and not in love with his best friend's younger sister. So that's gonna be the main trope of this, which sounds amazing. It also doesn't have a step back on the inside, which is quite sad, but I hope what's inside would deliver, and it sounds like a really good story. It's one of the tropes I'm interested in because it's slightly forbidden, but not really so much because it's like older brother's best friend. So yeah. And next, this one, I blame Reg from INFP Bookworm because she recommended this author to me, and when I saw it on the uploads of books by chapters and pages, I decided to try one book of hers at least. So this is The Surgeon by Tess Gerritsen, and it's a medical thriller. In here it says that this is part of a series, a Rizzoli and Isles novel. I hope it reads as a standalone. I'll try to check on Goodreads whether I can read this as a standalone. So yeah. It says here that it is briskly paced, terrifically suspenseful work that steadily builds toward a tense and terrifying climax. And it says from Kirkus Reviews that it's a top-grade thriller. So that's gonna be interesting. And I'm trying to see when this book was published, and it says that it was published in 2001. So yay! Next, we have our last 4 books. So this is Julia Quinn's To Catch an Heiress, and it has a matching cover with this one. I don't know if they're part of the same series, but they both have the roses embossed at the cover. So on the inside, it doesn't have a step back. Again, it has a letter from Julia. This is what it looks like at the back. It says, irresistible attraction, a strange burning pull between man and woman. And it's about Caroline Trent and Blake Ravenscroft. He kidnapped her because Blake believes that she is a spy named Carlotta de Leon. So, yeah. And for some reason, my copy here has a note, and it says, this is a new author for me. Maybe you'll read her. To Catch an Heiress is a standalone. The other two follow each other. I don't understand the other parts. So, yeah. I have the next 2 here, and they're also both Julia Quinn titles. So basically, this is like the ultimate Julia Quinn haul. And here I have The Viscount Who Loved Me. I'm actually reading this on Kindle, so I might switch to a physical copy so that it will be like a more immersive experience. So this is the story of Anthony Bridgerton and Kate Sheffield. At like in my point in where I'm reading this, Anthony is interested in Kate's sister, but Kate is trying to prevent Anthony from courting her sister because Anthony has this reputation of being a rake. So yeah, I have a few more Bridgerton books to go, but so far so good. And next we have The Girl with the Make-Believe Husband, and it says here, a Bridgerton's prequel. So that's interesting. And it says here, it's about Cecilia Harcourt and Edward Rokesby. So yeah, it has a really pretty cover. But again, no step back, no pretty back. But yeah. And the last book I have for this haul is this one. It's John Grisham's Skipping Christmas. I am looking for some Christmassy reads, and I've seen this title being recommended a lot. So yeah, and it looks fairly short as well. So I'll be trying to read this one and maybe pay it forward to someone for the holidays after I read it. So it's a hardcover. Yeah, and it says here, imagine a year without Christmas. No crowded malls, no corny office parties, no fruitcakes, no unwanted present. Basically, 2020. So yeah, it says, a classic tale for modern times. Keeping Christmas offers a hilarious look at the chaos and frenzy that have become part of our holiday tradition. So yeah, I have read a few John Grisham books, more on the mystery side. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he writes something different. And yeah, at the end of it all, I was able to get 12 books. So it's 2 more than what I was expecting. I thought I only had 10. Apparently, I have 12. But yeah, it's really like a distressing moment to me when I shop for books. It's becoming an overwhelming addiction. I'm sorry. I have a mini haul and a National Bookstore 1212 Boodle Boodle haul coming in, and those would be the last hauls for the year because the year is ending. So in 2021, as you have probably watched in my end of the year book tag, I'm planning to set like a certain amount budget so that I won't go overboard in purchasing books at every month. So I'm still thinking about whether to set a limit to 1,000, which is basically just one hardcover, or maybe 3,000 at least, so that I won't be too extreme with my purchases. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching this book haul. Please tell me which books interest you, and I hope this book haul made you like as excited and as happy as it did me. And yeah, see you on my next video tomorrow. Bye!